Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Sidney Rhodes, and today we're going to be discussing some sprint mechanics. More in particular, we're going to be talking about our max velocity phase of our sprint. This phase comes after our acceleration and RLS starts, so we've already built up all the momentum and generated as much possible force as we can, and we're now just working on maintenance. Okay, so the max velocity phase is also known as the maintenance phase in our sprints. With this, there are going to be some key elements and critical elements that coaches are going to be looking for. The first thing that a coach should be looking for in their athletes is the proper posture, standing tall and looking at our upper body. Okay? So our upper body, we want to make sure we have proper arm swing with our arms. We want to make sure we're not coming across our body and breaking the midline. One thing that you can tell your athletes that'll help with this is making sure that their elbows stay in close to the body and they're not out wide, keeping the elbows in and bringing the hand from the hip pocket to the ear. Okay, so if we're right here going from hip pocket to ear, we're making sure we're not breaking that the midline of our body. Also, we're going to focus on the lower body. Okay, so there's going to be two things that you're going to focus on in the lower body. There's going to be first front side mechanics. I'm going to come over to the wall and just demonstrate. So our front side mechanics is going to be when our thigh is parallel and out in front of our body, all right, and we're coming through in a cycling motion, helping pull ourselves down the track. Whenever we're focusing on our front side mechanics, we always want to make sure whenever our foot makes contact with the ground that we're not coming out in front of our body. Okay, we want to make sure that our foot is landing up underneath our hips. That way, it doesn't create a braking motion. Because if my foot comes out here in this motion right now, out in front of my body, it's almost like I'm putting all the brakes in the car. Okay, it's stopping our momentum. This is our maintenance phase, so we want to make sure we're keeping as much of the speed as we generated in our start as possible. Keeping that going. So our thighs are going to be parallel, and we're going to land straight underneath our body. All right. Now the last thing with our sprint mechanics is going to be our backside mechanics, or our butt kicking motion right here. When you're coaching your athletes, you always want to make sure that they never have their thigh parallel to the ground. You want to make sure that the butt kick still has that thigh going parallel with the track. Because backside mechanics, you want to make sure that our athletes aren't going in an exaggerated motion back behind them. Instead, you want to make sure that you kind of focus on telling them to crash their heel into the hamstring, coming straight up from this motion in the butt kick, for our butt kick. You want to make sure that that thigh isn't pointed straight down to the ground in this way. You see how my foot comes back, but you want to have it right here, nice high and tucked. Alright, that way we're going to be able to run through. Okay, so now that we discussed the three critical elements, our arm swing, our front side mechanics, and then our backside mechanics, I'm going to demonstrate for you guys just what a maintenance phase or a max velocity phase of our sprint will look like. To demonstrate, first off, I'm going to be starting looking at the side angle of our max velocity